I know it's been a while since I've made some videos, and I'm still going to make videos, but here lately with YouTube's comments not working and the Google Plus thing being shoved down our throats, kind of discourages me from making videos. So that's all I have to say on it. Google, patch your shit. Here's a set of speakers. I think they're 11 or 12 inch Sony APM speakers. They're the real APMs. Slightly cheaper version is the one that uses the sheet metal for the connector, but the top of the line ones used these rods. And one is either blown or has dirt in the voice coil. So we're going to rip it apart and see what we can do for it. Sounds pretty bad. This is what we're dealing with here. This one's perfect. Make a good subwoofer on its own to, you know, go along with those or whatever. This is what these look like. This one is the one we're going to be paying attention to. Strangely enough, if I can do it with one hand, this has some kind of impact here, but if I can move the speaker cone a certain way, I can get it to stop rubbing. Actually pushing and pulling with my hand. I reached my hand down inside because these don't have a dust cap inside like the others do, and I feel blisters on the voice coil's former. That's not good, but I felt the other one, it's the same way and it's not rubbing, so I think it might just be dirt because it's kind of intermittent. It's not a continuous scratch that sounds the same every time. The sound actually changes. Or it might just be fried, so it's hard to tell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a way to how to take the surround off, unsolder these leads, cut the spider, and open this thing up, and we'll take a look at it next. Okay, so I took a carpet knife, shoved it down in there without breaking it off inside, and peeled this up. This is just a large chunk of rubber. Be careful not to rip too hard because it will take the surround with it. And then this little rubber trim ring, sometimes it's plastic, really depends on which kind of speaker you're working with. And then your woofer will come apart. It started to come up here. It's actually kind of what you want. It's just to pick a corner and start pulling this around. The glue's just going to come right off. Pull it little by little. I'm sorry if I wasn't filming that just now. Try not to rip it. I have a pair of these to refoam, by the way. That's going to be an upcoming video. Just try to work at it like that, get the surround to come up. I've got the surround lifted up. I made a discovery. I think this thing was shipping damaged. Could be slightly bent. I'd have to readjust the coil. Or it just could be dirty, but check this out. But I got the surround up. These are very well made speakers, by the way. Not only are they really cool, they're really well made. They're glued all the way around. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to unsolder these leads. And we will be able to cut the spider out and remove the cone completely from the speaker and inspect the voice coil for this autopsy and or repair. Have the tinsel leads removed. Be careful, you want to go ahead and peel off this little bit of this Gorilla Snot glue. It's a brown just kind of glue that's pretty nasty stuff, but it melts with the heat of the soldering iron. It just comes right off. Let's go ahead and remove the spider. The way I do that is I literally just go down here as close as I can to the frame. See how well you can see that. And it's pretty simple. Start cutting like that. And it can be re-glued whenever you're done. Alright, here's the big moment. Let's see if we can remove the cone. I'm going to turn it upside down and the cone's just going to pop right out of place. Okay. I already see something that isn't... It looks just like dirt. Let's get a light on this. If you look, I don't know how well my camera's going to focus, but the former's not blistered, it's actually just dust that's landed inside there because this particular pair does not have dust caps on it. The one up there does have dust caps, both of them do. So at least I know I can save this. This is really cool. Let's see if that just comes off. Well, the voice coil's not damaged, it's just dirty. That's really interesting. Looks like it's played a lot like that, though. Let's take a look inside the frame. You really can't see anything. It's really difficult to really pinpoint what's going on in there, but I don't see anything really bad that'll write this thing off, and I think this will be a success. But this is absolutely the coolest speaker I've found. This does take the cake for the coolest speaker design ever. Sony really did it. So that's pretty cool. I like that. You can see this cone material is made of like a honeycomb material, like they make cardboard boxes out of, but it's made of metal. Very thin sheet aluminum, but because of its honeycomb design, it's very rigid. It's actually much stronger than a regular paper cone. And I'm pretty sure these woofers are pretty decent for all the way down to sub-bass frequencies, just due to their just the design. I'll have to figure that out for myself though, but it's like a little structure. You can see this little piece of metal here where the voice coil is. You see they put little slits in this tube here and they glue it. So there's no blisters. What I was feeling was where this voice coil starts right here, there's a little bit of a hump right there. It's like it all the way around it, and it's like it on the other one, but the other one doesn't rub at all. So it's just dirt. Just dirt, that's it. And I'm going to see what I can do about putting a dust cap on that, made of felt or something. So let me go ahead and get some tape or something, then I'm going to make some shims, and we're going to clean that out, dry fit it, and see if that helps. This is a speaker repair. That is what came out of that voice coil. It's not even clean yet. Perfect! So, I cleaned it out. Pretty serious cleaning going on in there. And now I'm going to glue it back together. So, pretty simple after that. We'll get to see it play after that. I'm going to apply some glue here. Actually, I'm going to apply it here. And then I'm going to apply it over the cut I made. And let it impregnate into the spider cloth material on its own. So, just using some RTV silicone, or it seems to work pretty good. And before I put this in, I have some clear shims made of a name card I had. It's pretty thin stuff, and what happens is when I set that down, basically I'll have those like this, and I'll pull them out from up here when it's dry, and it'll be done. Let's go ahead and insert the cone after I insert these shims. Both woofers are working now. This one's making a little bit more mechanical noise than the other one, but it's not scratching. This is the one I repaired. It's actually turned out very nice. This is the original one, and actually this one's making more noise than that one when you turn up loud enough, so I'll bottom out this one. Turn it down, I'll bottom out this one. So this one has more dust in it than the other one, but it's not too bad. Let's do some tests. Here's 10 hertz. These are fantastic speakers. Very neat. Five hertz. That's just awesome to watch. Three hertz. Let's do a frequency sweep, and then that'll conclude the test of these speakers. It's actually shaking the floor. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And tune in next time. Of course, I'll be building some boxes for these bad boys and finding some applicable mid-ranges and horns for the tweeters. Sounds pretty bad. This is what we're dealing with here. This one's perfect. Make a good subwoofer on its own to, you know, go along. I know it's been a while since I've made some videos, and I'm still going to make videos, but here lately with YouTube's comments not working and the Google Plus thing being shoved down our throats, kind of discourages me from making videos with those or whatever. This is what these look like. This one is the one we're going to be paying attention to. Connector, but the top of the line ones used these rods. And one is either blown or has dirt in the voice coil. So we're going to rip it apart and see what we can do for it. So that's all I have to say on it. Google, patch your shit. Here's a set of speakers. I think they're 11 or 12 inch Sony APM speakers. They're the real APMs. Slightly cheaper version is the one that uses the sheet metal for the